Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what habits or patterns are holding you back, and we'll be specifically taking a look at the quickest, most easiest way that you can make this little change that will make you thrive this year. That's the intention of the reading. I will be pulling out 3 cards and placing 3 crystals as we do every day if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition. If you prefer to pick your piles, however, using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that below. And there is a new section called Spirit, please pick my pile if on the days where you just wish for Spirit to pick your pile. As simple as that. If you prefer that option, you will also find the timestamp for that below. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I actually do see the 3 piles right there. And let's see what we've got for today's reading. Okay, so for pile number 1, you've got the Forgotten. For pile number 2, you've got the Fate. And for pile number 3, you've got the Thief. As mentioned, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the White Howlite. For pile number 2, you've got the Onyx. And for pile number 3, you've got the Mookaite Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the piles you're meant to hear today. Specifically, taking a look at the little changes that you can make in terms of the habits and the patterns that are holding you back so that you can thrive this year. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then, my dear soul family, this part of the introduction is specifically for you. And in a moment, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, so let's get straight to it. These are 3, I think. Whoa! There we go. So we've got the 4 piles. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. Right. Let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, we've got the signs Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, as well as Pisces. For pile number 2, you've got Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, as well as Gemini. And for pile number 3, you've got Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, as well as Taurus. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. This next section of the introduction will be all about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you prefer, then please stick around. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. Okay, so my dear soul family, if you prefer for spirit to pick your pile today, this is how we're going to do it. The magician will be presenting pile 1, the high priestess will be presenting pile 2, and the empress will be presenting pile number 3. And we're going to shuffle it around until one of the cards pulls my attention and ask, what habits and patterns are holding you back? And what little change there we go. What little change can you make that will make you thrive this year? So your pile is the high priestess, pile number 2. So this is your chosen pile from spirit today. I truly hope you've enjoyed the different ways you can pick your piles. Hope you enjoy your reading. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. You know the drill. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Guys, please note that sometimes the chapters do not match the timestamps that I've typed in. It happens every so once in a while. If you click on a chapter and it doesn't take you accurately to your reading, I would say check the timestamps below. They will be accurate there. Okay, I will see you in your reading, guys. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what habits or patterns are holding you back in life. And we're gonna also take a look at a little change that you can make that will make you thrive this year. So these are the intentions of your reading. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, by the way, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. I feel this one. We've got 2 here. Your crystal is the beautiful white Howlite. Your significator card is the Forgotten, with the keywords missed opportunities, as well as fear of failure. Oh, this one moved. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so I guess we're all ready. Let's check out your oracle cards. We can place this one here, this one there. So you've got difficult truth. Okay. You've got rescue. We can place this one here. Yeah. You've got harmony. The sun in Libra with harmony. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to bring them down because I noticed recently the cards were cut off. Yeah, can we place this one here? Yes, I think we can. No, we can't because that's going to cut it off. If I squeeze them a little bit, you've got eagle. Wow. Okay, that's powerful. You've got 2 birds here. Kind of like you can free yourself, liberate yourself. A bird can't be stuck in an island waiting for rescue, I think at least, because it has the ability to fly. So, in that card, you've got object. That's all we get. So it's like, is it an object or is it trying to say it's objective Maybe? We'll find out. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Six of Wands. Wow, that's really nice. You've got the Three of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Ace of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Whoa. And you've got the Seven of Swords. You know, the Seven of Swords could be associated with stealing. And right in front of me, right there, I placed pile number 3's card up top. So it's interesting that they're synchronistic. In fact, let me show you so you see what I'm saying. Right there, the Thief. Do you see? Oh, you can't. There we go. The Thief. So perhaps if you were drawn to pile number 3, I don't know what it's going to be about yet. I highly recommend it due to that synchronicity. Okay, so what am I seeing here? What habits or patterns are holding you back? Well, let me tell you, with the Six of Wands here, you are absolutely destined for success. And something is robbing that success from you. And whatever it is that you want to thrive and succeed in. Perhaps with the Three of Swords are past pains, maybe with missed opportunities, with the Eight of Cups, past pains. You tried to get it and you missed that opportunity. It just didn't work for you. And you've got a lot of pains around it now. So maybe this kind of formed some sort of fear of failure, where you're afraid of approaching whatever it is that you want to succeed at, because there's a lot of pain surrounding it and shock, you know, with the cup falling. It creates a shock. So I think there is some pain surrounding a shock as you try to approach it in the past or succeed at it in the past. And it seems like you left, you abandoned it, exactly. You abandoned it due to the amount of pain surrounding it, due to the amount of shocks you've had in the past. So it's not like you initially avoided it. It's kind of like, hey, I tried several times, I've seen how much it hurts, and it's not working for me, so I've abandoned it. But has your heart abandoned it, though? Do your desires for it, were they abandoned? No, it seems like they were not abandoned. So you walked away, but your heart's still there. It hasn't followed you. And that's why you've got the island situation there. Do you see the highlight on the boat that has left while the person is still standing on the island? It's kind of like maybe you left, right? But the real you still there. The real you, your soul, your heart, your desires, everything in your being is still here. You don't want to leave. You want to achieve this. And that's the separation that's happening right there. You're not taking action. You abandoned this, but everything in your being is still there, wanting to succeed at it. And I'm noticing the live highlight here. It's kind of like it will happen only when you're engaged, because in a live, you're in social media, as you can see here, in a live, everyone is engaged with each other. The content creator is engaged with the viewers. You know, there's interaction, there's engagement. So And you can see the engagement right there. Something around this will succeed when you are actively engaged in it. Maybe before you would try, you would get the shock and you would stop. You would try, you would get the shock and you would abandon it straight away. There's something about continuous engagement, you know? Think of a content creator, for example. When they first start their live, there's a few minutes where people come in, and if they start the live before anyone has gotten the opportunity to get their notification, to get to their phones, maybe some people are doing some things and they're running to their phones, right? Or they can't join in now, they're gonna join in 30 minutes. It's a live, right? So the content creator must understand that there's a little time where people start coming in. And so they don't usually start talking about the initial thing to allow for people to have the time to join in, right? It's not an official engagement after all. This is for fun. So all I'm trying to say is, don't abandon it right when there is like a disappointment or a shock or a pain or anything like that. Give it some time, is what I'm seeing with the idea of a live here. Give it some time to build up, for things to form, for things to happen. That's just the reality of your situation or of that situation you are going after. It takes time to build up, to get energy, to start engaging with you. Also, in a live, there's so much fun and there's so much energy. There's real interaction happening. So there's something about, especially with the Ace of Wands here, some form of fun that needs to happen. The Ace of Wands is fun, it's passion, it's raw energy. It's the sort of energy that children are so in tune with. It's this sort of energy maybe we forget that is robbed from us as we grow up, or as we, maybe, I don't know, through our school system, as they say, or this or that or the other. But if we continue to never lose it, some people never lose it. They're always in touch with that part of themselves. So, and they experience magic all the time if you ask them. So there is something about, there needs to be that fun. You know, like how when, for example, children play pretend, what do? They put on the glasses, they have the colors around them, they embody that energy, they act it. So there's something about, I don't want to say be silly when you're doing it. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But I'm saying, you know, have fun. This thing that you're trying to achieve and be successful at needs a lot of fun. Don't follow it maybe in the same boring way as you were taught to do it. Imagine yourself as a child. How would you enjoy it? Would you enjoy it? I'm just like gonna throw in some examples to kind of translate the energy that I'm seeing, but depends on what you're doing. This is what it's getting at. For example, do you need to dress up? Would that make it more fun? If this is your work, do you need fun stationery, just like you would as a kid? If this is like something that you do, maybe you need fun tools to do it. Is it about playing some music as you're doing it? I don't know. I can go on guessing forever. But there is something, an invitation here with the Ace of Wands. You can see Ace of Wands leads to the Ten of Pentacles. Having fun doing it, and whatever you can, whatever type of element you can add to it, or elements that you can add to it that would give you fun, because there is engagement and fun here for sure. Your reading is absolutely pointing towards engagement, because there's a lot of pain that needs to be balanced with a lot of awe and fun. And you see the thumbs up, the the surprised faces, the hearts. There needs to be this element, childhood element of, oh, whoa, this is fun. There needs to be this type of energy. This is the energy of the wands. There needs to be this energy added to it. Some creativity, some fun, some form of engaging your spirit, engaging your heart in it. And there's definitely something like that when it comes to whatever you want to achieve, because the Ace of Wands is present. That's the first card. Six of Wands live. There needs to be engagement and continuation, because of in the previous pattern, I see a pattern of constantly abandoning the forgotten, constantly like forgetting about it. But like I said, your soul never did. Your soul never abandoned it. You can abandon it all you want, due, of course, to the pain or the trouble, but your soul and your heart is never going to abandon it. It is like, I'm here because I know this is my soul mission. I'm supposed to enjoy this. I'm supposed to achieve this, and I'm there. You can leave all you want. I'm there. And whenever you're ready, please join me, kind of thing. So, look, I can guarantee you that you are meant to achieve this. It is your waste of time that is robbing it from you, or robbing time from you, rather. Oh, it's like you're meant to achieve this. The more you abandon it, the more you're taking time and years off of your life. And you're meant to be free. Your soul wants to be liberated from this. Your soul wants to enjoy it freely. So there is something around, if I were to like absolutely, as everything is sunk in, you're meant to enjoy this. You're meant to be fully abundant when it comes to this form of success. And not engaging in it is robbing time off of your life. And the one thing you are meant to do to pattern interrupt this or change this habit of leaving it, the habit of just leaving it because, and you got used to just abandoning it, leaving it, is to stay at it. That's what it is. Because everyone who succeeded at this has learned to stay at it. Now, the question becomes here, how can you stay at it when it really hurts? It makes sense. I mean, even physically when we're wounded, how can we stay at it when it hurts, right? Good question. And we didn't explore the rest of your cards yet. The ego, the difficult, truth, and object. I'm sure it's going to come together as we continue to ask our questions. The little thing that will make you thrive this year is to stay at it. Easier said than done, right? I'm sure you're saying that. Like, really? Ooh, I didn't know. Right. So how can you stay at it? Could I be missing it? The more you have fun with it, I think I still need to like put it together for you in order to deliver this message properly. So yeah, Seven of Swords is escaping. You keep escaping. You keep escaping, right? So how can you stay at something that hurts this much? Because overall, you keep missing a lot of great opportunities that you can have in life or you can have in this area, whatever this is, due to you just walking away from it. So how can you stay, although it's causing that much pain? The Hierophant. The Five of Pentacles. And the Emperor. Wow, interesting. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of someone who lacked finances, they've gotten the education, like financial education, and they've built their empire one day. Specific example, but I'm going to use what the cards are showing me to translate that energy for you in whatever it is that you're trying to pursue or achieve. In this specific example, it's very tricky because you're required during a time of lack of money to do many things that you can't really do because of the lack of money. Like you're expected to, things like focus on paying your debts first, focus on saving money, focus on investing. A person who lacks the wealth to do that or the extra money to do that, the first thing that they're thinking, are you kidding me? I'm trying to survive. What are you talking about? So it looks like there's something about learning to go through it despite of how painful it is. And it seems to me like in that situation that you're trying to succeed at, you've got it really hard. And it does make sense that you continually abandon it. It makes absolute sense because here it also makes sense that this is harsh, but life is harsh, and we either survive through it and create an amazing story that would inspire others and inspire our own children and inspire everyone who's in this situation and live the best of our lives, or we continue to let it go and just accept that this is our reality. So there's something about, yes, there's an acknowledgement that yes, it is difficult here, there's lack of money here, there's a lot of pain. Yes, it's kind of like your guide saying, we understand how difficult this is, but there is a way around it. There is a way of learning what to do, and it's a slow process, taking it slowly. Because if you rush through it, expecting that you're supposed to come out of it quickly, that's the quickest way to abandon this energy and think like, oh, this is not for me. So there's something around learning to cope with your situation, accepting it for what it is, meaning that accepting that it's a long process, accepting that it's going to take time. For you, we're looking at how you can thrive this year. So whether you're actually going to fully achieve it this year or not is not the idea. The idea is that you will find yourself this year going through it and feeling like, oh my God, I got this energy. It's starting to work out for me. I know what I'm supposed to do ahead. It's starting to work. Whether you're actually there yet or not, it depends on each one listening to this pile, but you will feel like you got a command on this. You know that you can see the roadmap for it. You can see that it's starting to work out for you, and you can see that there is absolute hope and that you're progressing a lot. And so your guidance here is, despite the pain, there is a workaround through it. It's a process that you need to take slowly, but it's a process full of discipline. Take it little by little, dollar by dollar, effort, one little effort by one little effort. Release the idea of it needing to happen overnight is the biggest change, mind change, that will put you into that habit. You know, maybe you want to write down all the different steps that you want to take, like you would have an accurate, and write down is right there with the pen. Like, draw out your roadmap. Literally, there's a road here. Draw out your roadmap. Like, say things right. If I were to look at this logically, I would, and take it slowly because the pain here is a lot. What tiny steps do I need to take that will eventually take me to exactly where I want to be? So maybe I just need to put 1 penny into my savings every day. Eventually, these pennies will allow me to pay this little debt off, and so on. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to try to build this right next to it. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to organize my time like this so that I can be able to do this. This, that, and the other. Take it slow and easy. Don't rush. That's the little change that will make you thrive. Don't rush through it. It's heavy energy. Don't try to resist it and push it. Harbor it and see how you can calmly walk out of it. You know, it's kind of like you being tied to a stubborn person, right? Let's say you are in this dark room and tied to this stubborn person who's not cooperating. You're like, look at the window there. We can save ourselves. And this person is like, no, we're not going out of the window. If we get out of the window, they will, I don't know, unalive us. And you're like, look, it's free. They forgot to close the window. It's our chance. And this person's like, no, we're not doing that. And you're face palming, right? That's not the way to do it. If you keep resisting and making an enemy with that process, or AKA this person in this dark room with you, then it's just, you're the one in that case prolonging this time, right? So instead, you can do other things, work with this stubborn person. And for example, accept the fact that this person needs to take it slow and easy. It's the fastest way in that case. If you keep thinking in your mind and not harbor this person that they are none of your business, that you're not going to babysit them, you're not going to work through their problems and their fears, well, their fears, they just become yours now. That's the calmest and fastest way in which you can solve the situation. So yes, maybe you have to listen to their childhood fears a little bit. Maybe you want to spend the time, although you're urgently like wanting to get out of the window. Now is the time to listen to them, to comfort them, to build trust between the two of you. Maybe it's a time where you talk them into like, what if we get closer to the windows just so you can see? We don't have to like get out of it or anything. What about, you know, we just have a quick peek, you know, this, that, and the other, until you eventually and slowly make this person feel comfortable. They look around the window, they're convinced, they hear the guards talking about how they've made sure they closed all the windows, this, that, and the other, luck by your side as you go slowly. Perhaps then when this person starts trusting you and trusting your kindness towards them, will open their hearts to maybe hear you a little bit. And perhaps you get your goal. And it's like, if there is a chance, that's the only chance. And you come out of the window. So all I'm saying is that you are guided to harbor this heavy energy. You're not guided to, you didn't work, goodbye. You're not working, goodbye. There's more around, yes, I understand how you feel. I understand that this is heavy. And so we need a long-term plan rather than this quick solution that you may be looking for, this escape that you're looking for. Imagine this pain as an energy, because it is, that needs your kindness. To take it slowly. What is the kindest way you can slowly come out of this energy? Is it something, for example, about yourself that you need to accept and go, hey, we're not going to be ashamed of this anymore. If you don't feel comfortable, I'm with you. We're going to get to it slowly. I'm never going to be ashamed of you, for example. Or if this is a skill that you need to learn, you don't have to learn overnight. So it's kind of like, hey, we'll take this slowly. We don't have to like learn it right away. That's the only way in this situation. If you take it slowly, harbor it kindly, treat it like your own child who's like struggling to achieve this. How would you kindly guide your child to slowly accept this process instead of going, you didn't do it, goodbye? That's the way. And to have a plan for the long haul. It's a long-term thing. Take it little by little. If you learn to take it slow, you are going to be super powerful. Not just in your near future, but this year. Will you be achieving it this year? I'm not sure. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. But I can guarantee that you will thrive with it this year if you take it slowly. One, like draw out your roadmap. It seems to be the most important thing. Have a clear goal and break it down into little doable pieces, little doable steps. This is progress. This is confidence for this energy, for your inner child, for, this heavy energy. Confidence that it can actually come out of this. This is how you rescue this energy and liberate it. Now, although your reading is so clear, there's something I'm missing here with difficult truths, ego, and object. I do know with harmony that an energy needs to come into balance for it to be free, for it to be powerful. Difficult truth. Is there something about your situation that you are afraid to tell yourself? Because this is really what's going to give you power. There's something about admitting something for some of you. An objective, like to be objective, not to be emotional about it. Not to be emotional about it, and there's something about just saying the truth to yourself. Things like, yes, it's true. I don't need to pretend. I'm not good at 1, 2, 3. That's okay for now, because now that I know what I need to develop, I can get straight into it and develop it right away. There's something about seeing the difficult truth, because this is the root that will give you power. Things like, yes, you know what? I'm not good at that skill. So what? Even if everyone in the office is so good at it, yes, I'm not good at it. And you know what? I'm going to start taking classes, or I'm going to start putting time to improve that skill. I don't have to be worried all the time that I don't know how to do it. Now's the time for me to learn that skill. Or, you know what? It's like that certificate is not there. This is what's giving me this feelings of inadequacy in this situation. You know what? I'm going to go and start the certificate. I don't know what it is, but there's something about a hard pill to swallow, some truth that you're afraid to tell yourself, to admit to. And if you do, like say, you know what? This is the situation honestly right there. These are the things I'm good at. That's what's giving me this confidence. These are the things I'm not good at. And not improving in them is what's really wasting all of this time. This is where I need to focus. I need to see the situation truthfully, honestly, and start working on it to be objective. Instead of fearing the failure of it all the time, just learn the Hierophant. There's something you must learn to do, and to learn it slowly. To accept that the learning process is not pretty. It means that you're improving, but you just got to watch yourself. You see, with fear of failure, you must watch yourself not be good at it for a long time, and be accepting of that. Be accepting that you're not going to be good at it. Make a deal with yourself. You know what? We're just going to suck at this for a long time until we become so good at it for the rest of our lives. It's that price that we have to pay to get out of this situation, because we are meant to thrive. Your heart's there, it's not moving. You're meant to achieve this. 10 of Pentacles, you're going to achieve this in a way that is more than you are dreaming of. 10 of Pentacles is the card of abundance. It's the pinnacle of an element. It means excess, more than you think is going to happen. So there's something about accepting failure until you are great at it. That's the eagle energy right there. So accept not being perfect until you are excellent at it, is what I'm seeing. Draw out the roadmap and don't let this perfection, either it happens good or you're out, rob time from you. So that's how you're gonna thrive this year. Let's see your final guidance on that. Although I really feel like your cards are clear, but since I don't know what I'm reading about, let's pull out the final guidance in this situation. 1, 2, right? What is your final guidance on this situation? So you've got the 4 of Swords, kind of like take it easy. Don't sweat it. Again, this idea that is for the long haul, so don't be so hard on yourself. That's when the pain comes out the most. Treat this pain as your little child. Be so kind to it. Take it easy, calmly, a way a mother would be kind to her child. She's accepting that her child is not going to get it now and is very kind. Sometimes that child just can't go through it. Fine. Let them not go through it now. And sometimes you want to encourage them to stay at it and so on. Do it peacefully and kindly is what I'm seeing. 5 of Wands. The Magician. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The 10 of Swords. And the 3 of Pentacles. Notice, we'll keep this to the side for now. Notice that you are working here with a lot of things that are competing against each other. That's why it's important for you to not apply all of the learnings or all of the plans at the same time. You're just going to keep walking away. So yeah, there are factors competing against each other. That's why you want to take it easy. While the experts could tell you to do many things at the same time, you can't really, if you think of making all of these changes at the same time, you're going to go like, how am I supposed to do that? And you're constantly going to be walking away. That's, you see, all of these different factors cannot work in harmony with each other until each element of it is resolved on its own, can be handled on its own. It's the idea of the magician. The magician has all of the 4 elements and they've learned how to make them work for them, right? So in that way as well, you're guided to be calm, take it easy, and to accept the fact that you're not going to be solving all of these things at the same time. Although in many cases you may find that you know how to solve, like you know the different factors, you've drawn it out. You're supposed to work on one aspect in isolation on its own, because it's kind of like quality over quantity. Each element must reach its quality state for you to work with it with refinement. So don't try to resolve all of these aspects at the same time. Isolate each, work on each element and make it reach its best. Only then, with the magician, can you use all of these different factors to your favor, because you're not so focused on many things all at once. You will allow each one to settle in to your life beautifully, and that takes time. 10 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. See, 3 of Pentacles working with these energies together. In order for you to be able to work with these elements in harmony, the harmony here, with a great symphony, for them to create a great symphony that you want to happen effortlessly, this pain must end in each of these different elements. And so there's a lot of pain in different areas. And how can different things suffering from different pains work together? Each one must take its time to heal. So kind of like if we look at this example, take the time to learn how to first save, even if these savings aren't substantial. But it's the healing of that saving energy to be more mindful as best as you can, even if it's a little bit. Even thinking like, oh, what is this half a dollar going to do every day? If I'm lucky. Well, it's that energy first. And then it's the energy of learning how to pay off, even if a little bit. It's the energy of learning how to do some of the things for yourself. Sometimes it's the energy of like learning to organize your day. This, that, and the other. Take it easy and take it slow. Sometimes organizing one's day is the magical key for everything. So yeah, it's like take it easy, heal each element on its own. And once you heal each element on its own without any sort of expectation towards the goal itself, just following the roadmap, you will find that at some point they're working for you effortlessly because they've integrated into you. That shadow, that pain has integrated. They've become one with you. And you're able to, because they're yours now, you're able to handle them easily. And they will be working out perfectly for you. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see in terms of how you can thrive this year and how you can heal this pattern or this habit that I see in your cards. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what habits or patterns are holding you back and what little change can you do that will make you thrive this year. That's the intention. Oh, it looks like you've got two cards here. That's the intention of your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Onyx. Your significator card is the card of the Fate, with the keywords accepting help and as well as the keyword guidance. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay. So, looks like these fell. I'm going to take them. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Right. So, you've got friendly creature. Okay. I'm getting a crazy idea. It's kind of like you're afraid of something that you will find later to be super nice and pleasant and kind, like it's not scary at all. That's what I'm feeling. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna wait and see what the cards are showing. You've got Sun in Capricorn with the keyword recognition. Wow, so nice. Okay. You've got Sun in Cancer with safety. Can I fit this one here? Ah, you've got the fire ants. The fire ant. And you've got army. Oh my God. I mean, that's not a coincidence. Wow. Like there's a lot of people on a mission for something. Trying to win over something. Bring back safety, peace, harmony. Let's see what this is about. You know, if this is like about your health, I think this is talking about your immunity, inflammation, something that you're afraid of, you're safe, don't worry kind of thing. Perhaps. Just a quick observation. In any case, let me take a look at your tarot cards, which have been ready for us. Also, this one is moving, so it was tilted. I'm going to take it as well. It's moving. I mean, tilted. You've got the 5 of Wands. Sorry. That was funny. You've got the 6 of Swords. Sorry, I don't know why it makes me laugh. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. You've got the Queen of Wands. That one is moving. Okay. The Queen of Wands. The 7 of Wands. And the fact that I'm laughing this hard, perhaps you're taking something so serious that you will find out that that's not so serious after all. Yeah, that's what I keep on getting here. Maybe you'll laugh about it later and feel like, oh my God, it wasn't so serious. Do we have space here? Yeah, I guess I can. No, I don't think I can. Okay. What am I seeing here? There is something about working in groups here. You see, the mastery here is a symphony created by all these different musicians playing in harmony with each other. There is something about maybe you are in the habit of, in the pattern of, doing things on your own. It seems like this is a surprising pile that I did not think can pop up. Because I did this reading and I'm thinking, oh, what sort of habits that are like preventing you? But it seems like there is a habit of standing in one's own way. So look at this. With the Sun in Capricorn, you are someone who is highly self-reliant. You like to do everything on your own. This is how you feel like it's safe. This is the safe thing for you. Accepting help is the guidance here. So you prefer to do things on your own. There is something about pride in doing things on your own, because you see the two roosters here fighting head to head. There's something about going through life struggle on your own, and you're in the habit of handling things alone. What you're trying to achieve, however, needs, you see all the birds here, flock of birds, an army of ants. I don't know what they're called when they're in groups, my apologies. But there's something about that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, it needs to be solved in groups. It needs an army. It needs a group of people to help you with it. It says accepting help. The habit that is standing in your way, although it's admirable that you are so self-reliant, that you're a hard worker, Sun in Capricorn, you feel like there's an emotional aspect you may not be seeing, and that is it's safe to do things on your own. And you could be so afraid of something when it comes to working in teams or having a group of people to work with you that is so scary for you. You're like, no, this is something that I will prevent. Although that's the biggest challenge standing in your way at the moment, you're like, never, I'm keeping people at arm's length, or I'm keeping anyone else interfering in this at arm's length. I do things on my own, not knowing that with the Seven of Wands, this is currently your biggest challenge to achieving things. Does it mean that you are supposed to allow people in to do everything for you? Perhaps not. It's a wonderful quality to be able to be so self-reliant. But fearing it because there's safety here, friendly creature, that's the thing. And it seems to be the pattern, the habit, although a wonderful one in one aspect, could be a destructive one in another aspect, when you actually need an army, a group of people to do things with you. Because in the Eight of Pentacles with Mastery, I don't know, of course, what your story is. We do see each one being an expert at their own instrument. Together, it brings out a beautiful symphony. You need these different elements, the drums, the violin, the harp, you need these different elements to bring out this full symphony beautifully, for it to make sense, if we can say, when we listen to it. So you need that variety in your life at the moment. You need these different types of people that are good at different things in order to have something done. It looks to me that you're meant to do something fated here with the fate. You have a big role, it seems. And similarly, each one plays an important part in this fated event. You might be the maestro, because the maestro's not there, perhaps pointing towards you as you're watching this reading. You might be the maestro, but you must be able to accept these different people that together, if we look at nature, some things are done in groups. They are tackled faster, they are tackled better, and they present power. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So accept help, accept these different people's guidance, and remember that although this is an admirable quality, there's a shadow here that needs to be healed. And that is feeling like you want to put people at arm's length and have the pride and the safety. Here's the shadow, the safety of doing it on your own. And there's something about you taking this so seriously, because there was like laughing in the beginning and friendly creature. There's an aspect of it that makes you feel so afraid. But really, when you see how things play out, you will laugh at how you took something so seriously that wasn't as scary. The Queen of Wands shows me that you are the leader of this. There's no doubt about this, yes. That you're the leader of this. Also, the Queen of Wands, you are the one with the magical element of putting it together. You are the element of charisma in this. You're the element of magic and beauty and that amazing effect, if I can say it like that this mission is going to have. You're the, let's call you the magical aspect of it all. But at the same time, you must realize that you are part of a team, and there are important people that play an important role in this. And it's great to feel pride to have all these amazing people on board and not keep them at arm's length. Because in that way, you're keeping what's destined to happen from beginning, let's say at arm's length as well. And so in that way, it's destined to happen, but you're the maestro. You must begin it. Bring all of these people together. And to do that, you must heal that pattern of not accepting anyone on board. Very interesting. Yeah. Let's see how you're guided to do that and what's the situation here. So you've got the King of Wands. Obviously, you're very strong. Yeah, you're so used to people going, wow, and you deserve it. How did you do that? You're used to a specific type of power. People bend the knees when they see what you're capable of doing. And you've always gotten that glory with that. You've got the Seven of Cups. It seems like you are the planner here. You've got a vast imagination, and you can use that imagination to go, oh, that skill can help in that area, and that skill can help in that area, and that skill can help in that area. Again, the Hierophant. There's something about you being very knowledgeable, and you can teach others to master these needed skills with you. The High Priestess. Again, deep knowledge that many don't know about. But again, do you see? You need an army. You need an army. And it is the thing that you may not be seeing with the High Priestess. The element that you may not be seeing at the moment. And you've got the Knight of Wands. Again, the Unicorn. There is a unique aspect to you. Now I'm starting to understand why it's not safe. You feel like, I've got that magical element. How can I bring anyone in? But while you have the most magical element in this, don't forget that others have their own role to play here, their own magic, and it will only work when all of you come together. I wonder what you're up to. But it seems for this fate to begin, that fear that you have must vanish. Maybe what you are afraid of so much actually here is losing power with the King of Wands. Perhaps you need a specific type of bending the knee for it to be a good idea for you. I think that's what's up. For it to be safe. Okay, and while you may have gotten used to many people bending the knee, because obviously you're a very talented person, very strong character, it is an illusion with the Seven of Cups to follow the idea that everyone will bend the knee. Should they follow your leadership? Absolutely. But that they will be bending the knee for that sort of safety. And your cards are showing that while it's absolutely true that you are a leader and a teacher to many, that so many people have a lot to learn from you. It's understandable why you believe in yourself this much. You too can learn so much knowledge, hidden knowledge with the High Priestess, from the expertise and the hard work and the strong points of others that you don't see with the High Priestess. It does not take away from your uniqueness, from the super rare and specific qualities that you have, but this mission cannot be completed without the interconnectedness of many others, amongst them your leadership. For a great symphony to come out that is fated to come out one day. It is destined to happen once you begin it, but obviously at the end of the day it's fated that you are going to overcome all of this. But your mission definitely needs an army because it's a powerful one, and it begins by you healing a pattern of trying to keep your safety from something that you will find to be very friendly. It's not as scary. What are you afraid? I know it says that you are afraid of losing control, but what's like the real fear here? Why do you fear losing control? Why do you need like certain full obedience or full bending of the knee here? What are you really afraid of? Perhaps that can help us in the guidance of the pattern interrupt and the easy thing that you can do. So you've got the Ten of Swords. It looks to me again like a very powerful person that everyone is afraid of, who is afraid themselves. Ten of Swords. There's a lot of pain here. Okay. The Justice card. You know, it's weird. It looks here like someone here is unalived, and here there's the courtroom. Perhaps this is leading us to understand something. Like you feel like something is so serious, it seems. But due to the laughing in the beginning, it may not be so serious. The Empress. And the Six of Pentacles. So what are you really so afraid of? Consequences. You're afraid of some form of consequences. You're afraid that something can go so wrong, and as a result, you'll be the one who's paying these consequences. Well, it makes a lot of sense. Now, why you want this type of obedience? It seems like the situation is serious. You're afraid of things taking a serious route if you're not fully in control. Okay. But that's an interesting combination here, because the Justice card is what you put out there is what you're going to get. The laws of the universe, the Justice card. Ten of Swords is extreme pain. So it looks like the extreme pain is what will make you behave in a specific way that will lead to this actually happening. Or maybe this is a pattern that continuously happens. Your fear creates these extreme situations, and thus you feel like this is what happens to you in your world. The laws of the universe. The Ten of Swords. The mind is creating this, it seems, because your situation seems to be much lighter than you're perceiving it to be. Because the Empress and the Six of Pentacles, this is another type of behavior giving different results. There is the nurturing of the Empress, the kindness, the love of life, that leads to receiving a lot of generosity. So really, what I'm seeing your cards here are showing you, it really depends on how you approach this situation in terms of your thoughts and vibration that will give these results to you. So if this is the case, really, I think we're getting to our point here of what is that little thing change that will make you thrive this year. Since it's all really emotional, you've got it, the team's there if you want to meet them or connect. You have unique skills. This mission is ready for you. It really requires a little change of heart so that everyone can come together, connected to this great mission that is fated to happen. So we understand now that it is your approach and thoughts and how you feel that will 1,000% give you different results. Let me give you an example. It is true in many cases. That doesn't mean that it's in each case, but it is true that in many cases, how when we change our attitude towards something, we get different results right away. Like a mother who's, for example, shaming her children for not doing things, they tend to be afraid, they tend to not want to do things, they tend to recluse, they tend to hate doing it. As opposed to this mother watching another teacher, for example, that comes in and treats them kindly and explains why it needs to be done, encourages them, tells them, hey, you can do it. It's so easy. Do you see how it can be done? And then you see a different response from that children, surprising the mother. So it's kind of like in your specific situation, the way you are viewing this and the way you are approaching it is the reason you are getting these results. So let's see how. What can you do? What can you do to approach it in a way that would give you completely different results? And this will be the little change that you can make this year. What can you do that will give you completely different results because of how you're approaching it differently? Be mindful of the fact that you have a strong energy with the King of Wands here naturally, you know, fire ants, army. There's something, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, like you stay there. There's something very powerful about you. Perhaps you are naturally intimidating without realizing, one way or the other. Crocodile, lion, you know? But anyways, that's just an observation. Let's see. So, you've got the Three of Pentacles. We're looking at how you can make a little change when it comes to your attitude towards it easily. Eight of Cups. Five of Cups. And Two of Wands. Here we can see how people are handling different situations in a different way. Here you can see the leader talking to their manager about what others are not doing right. Instead of like going, hey, what are you doing? They're like saying, hey, it's like a way to work together. Hey, you know, this part is not right. This part is not right. Please see to it, how it can be handled in the right way. So making each one do what they need to do. It's like maybe you don't need, as a leader, you don't need to be the one handling everything. Open your mind or way of doing things to realizing, see, the hat here is off. And we saw that hat right there. Like, and we know that this is you handling everything on your own. You having to handle everything. Sometimes you don't have to be the one that handles everything. Sometimes you might want to let others handle their own thing, their own job, or their own situation. It's like, realize that it doesn't have to be you that handles it all the time. Here, we've got someone dealing with a situation in a different way. Perhaps they found that this person is deceitful, this person is trying to prove themselves, and they're like, I'm not dealing with this, goodbye. Here, we've got with the Five of Cups, someone dealing with their disappointment in a different way. They're facing the situation. They are being confrontational. They're like, hey, dealing with the disappointment head on. So the Two of Wands in that case talks about how you want a little bit of balance of everything. That is not approaching it by absolute power. And that instead it's an art and a sense that you must develop, which will come naturally as you integrate this team together. or you working with others. Sometimes you will learn to let go and allow others to do their job. Sometimes you will walk away from the wrong people. Sometimes you will have to face it head on. And this will only be learned not through like ideas all on your own, but through observation with the Two of Wands. You gotta be in the event of all these different people being present to naturally learn when is it supposed to when it's that it's not your role, it's somebody else's role to handle it. Sometimes you will learn that it's not about power, it's just walking away from the wrong energy. Sometimes you got to be confrontational, and this will only come through you observing and being part of it. So from that perspective, what little change will make you thrive this year? Three of Pentacles, to begin to be part of it. The Three of Pentacles, to begin working with others, to just get yourself into that situation and to walk away from that deceitful idea that it must be all you. Again, that does not take away, really, as the cards show, from your uniqueness and how amazing you are, but you must walk away from the idea that, hey, I'm the one who's gonna do it all, because it's really a shadow that must be healed, and it will be healed here when you face it head on with the Five of Cups. That pain will only be healed when you face it head on, to get straight into it. So really, it's a little change of just put yourself in that situation. Start getting into it. And you will find, just like the laughing from the very beginning with the friendly creature, you will find as you go through it, hey, it wasn't as difficult or scary or unsafe or such a big deal as I catastrophized it in my head. It's really much more friendlier and nicer than I thought. Perhaps in the previous past, you had to rely on yourself. Maybe back then the situation pushed you to rely on yourself. Maybe as a child, the home environment, for example, wasn't safe, or in class, or maybe in a specific situation, maybe it's your work. Maybe your work pushed you to rely on yourself, and the environment wasn't conducive to you working in teams, working with others. And it makes all the sense. Perhaps it led you to the self-dependence, this great quality that you have today. But it's time now that you have a balance. Where's the harmony card? I'm sure I saw a harmony card. Oh, sorry. No, it wasn't your pile. So perhaps you want now that balance. You've gone one side and succeeded at it. Now you got to have the harmony and the balance on one side, specifically for that fate to start happening. This big fated event, it's going to happen once you have that harmony and that balance. And this will happen through observation. What is that little change? Just put yourself in it, and you will see, once you put yourself in it, how much simpler and friendlier and fun and not so serious it is than what you actually thought that it was. You must accept this help and guidance in your mission, so that you can begin that important role that you're set out to do. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in your mission. It obviously seems like a big one for this amount of people to be involved. All very skilled, talented people. Again, wish you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at, oh, look at that. What habits or patterns are holding you back, and we'll be focusing on what little change will make you thrive this year. So these are the intentions of your reading, and also these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Oh, you got the otter. So cute. All right. So very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mookaite Jasper. Your significator card is the Thief with the keywords seizing the moment, as well as the keyword selfishness. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so the otter is the first one that popped out. It seems like it has great significance for your reading. All right, you also have Venus in Scorpio with loyalty. You're getting all the cute animals here. So sweet. Okay. You've got another Venus card. Venus in Leo with affection. A lot of love here. And you've got memorabilia. It's pronounced memorabilia. Yeah, so stamp collector, tourist shop, historic event, family, I don't know why I'm having trouble pronouncing it. Let me hear it again so that I am able to pronounce it properly. Memorabilia. Okay. And you've got follow that car. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Fool card. And look at all that red all of a sudden in your reading. Something about groundedness, maybe. You've got the King of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. And I do see a card popping out right there. Not sure if you can see it too. Right there. Actually, there are two. So let's take that one out. This one out. As well as that one. So you've got the Six of Pentacles. In the background of the Six of Cups, perhaps the author is talking about inner child, maybe? Maybe. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. The High Priestess definitely keeps showing us that there's something you're not seeing. The background, inner child, the background, High Priestess. You've got the Six of Wands. Going slowly, because that's the background of the Six of Swords. So going slowly leads to success and will bring harmony and balance. I think we can fit one more card. Let's take this one. And you've got the Hermit. So what is that habit or pattern that is holding you back? Loyalty, maybe, is the Thief. Memorabilia. I think you are so loyal and loving. You treasure things, just like memorabilia. You treasure things from the past. You hold things from the past so dear to you. Yeah, the Six of Cups. Doesn't have to be inner child. It could be the past. You hold it so dear, so dearly. Affection, Venus in Leo. Loyalty, Venus in Scorpio. Something about that is robbing something from you. And you're not seeing it with the High Priestess. Robbing from your current world, robbing from your happiness, because the Queen of Pentacles is living the world that you want. So there's something about you being having the capability of enjoying your life to the fullest. But what you're not seeing here, something pertaining to the past, maybe you're holding on. Oh, okay, there's something about you holding on to the past. The Hermit, maybe you've been greatly hit in the past, and this is leading to you being alone. There's something about you holding on to the past so hard that is preventing you from living your best life in the now. So things like, for example, maybe you've had a beautiful partner who could have passed away, or maybe you broke up. That's just an example of the energy, just to translate the energy. And it was maybe so beautiful that you are holding on to that memory and you are refusing to enjoy life after that moment. You're not able to thrive in life because of holding on to that memory that is robbing life from you. So that's an example. Another example could be a painful past. Maybe you keep reliving with memorabilia the past, the painful past, so much. You hold on to it so much that with the X here, it's preventing you from making connections. Specifically, something about this pile with the background of the Two of Cups, that's preventing you from making connections specifically, and preventing you from thriving and being happy in life. Because with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, it looks like you've started a new page where you are really abundant in one aspect or the other. There's a huge potential for love as well, because that is the angel and the Lovers card. You are more grounded now than you think, because we have the legs of the Emperor here and the King of Pentacles. So you're much more grounded and rooted with the reds here. Maybe you couldn't move on before, now you can. Follow that card, it's like move on. Kind of something about you are guided to move on by simply moving on from the past, from reliving the pains of the past specifically, where you will really thrive this year. The Fool card is inviting you to take the learnings from your past, which were key to the development and the things that you've grown to be today, and the knowledge and the understandings that you have today, which you can use to form other loving connections specifically here, or to work in harmony with an energy that you are refusing to collaborate with. You will be able to use the great advantages and blessings that you have in your life to, first of all, absolutely enjoy your life, because this is a thief. It's really taking from the joy that you can have today. You can live a great life. In fact, looking at your cards with the Peacock specifically, I would say people look at you and go, wow, look at this unique life. Look at this loving person. Look at this cute person. Look at this amazing person. There's something adorable about you. And anyone in your place would be living their best life, but it seems like you aren't able to do that because you are holding so tight to energy that needs to be gone. It's kind of like hoarder. While the past is beautiful, it allows us to learn. We take the memories, we take the beautiful things about it, we learn from it, but we must move on. Because staying there while life is moving on robs living from us, robs happiness, robs great opportunities to come, and it's not really going to bring back anything. And so it's not productive in any way. It's not really loyal, because if this is, for example, someone who moved to the other side, I'm sure this person wants you to have a great life. If this is like your pain, then they must be released, because Why stay loyal to something that is making you feel miserable? It's time to now release this pain, allow it to, if you want to cry it out, that's absolutely okay, but just don't relive it as you cry it out. Like, release that pain, and start focusing on your future rather than the past, because you're really blocking so many things that you can work with and enjoy in life as you stay in that energy. There's something about seizing the moment, enjoy every part of your life, because in your pile, you've got so many blessings and beautiful things in your life that are waiting for you to enjoy them. They are energies at the end of the day waiting for you to collaborate with them. Energies that love you, and energies that are meant to be in your life. Energies that you're meant to enjoy. This is generous energy with the Six of Pentacles. There's something about take it, don't refuse this beautiful energy. Take it and enjoy it. With the High Priestess, that is the wisest thing you can do now. And once you start moving slowly out of this and moving, you don't have to rush. It's not like pushing you, go enjoy life now. But start moving out of it slowly. Moving into that energy of slowly enjoying your outer life in a way that is comfortable for you, bit by bit, every day, will lead you to great success and joy in life. And so it might be a slow process, but it's going to make you feel better every single day. The only way out of this pain, because it seems like this pain broke a wish here. That's the star wand. When your star is still shining bright, the only way out of this pain is to move slowly every day towards enjoying your life more. Don't rush it. You're not expected to just go love your life. You're meant to take it easy and slowly every day. And if you do that little change, you are absolutely going to thrive this year. So let's find out how, if you move slowly towards that. Eventually that will be very quickly, but at the end of the day, follow that car, follow that idea, follow that movement. Progress forward every day. It will start slow, it will move quickly later on, and you will really thrive and enjoy life to the fullest. Let's see how this will make you thrive this year. What's going to happen if you tap into that energy? What can you expect to happen if you follow that energy this year? You've got the Knight of Wands as well as the Strength card. Lovely. So that's the root chakra. There's a lot of re-energizing of great energy that you will feel this year. You will start to feel strong again, which is something you couldn't get access to for so long. Okay, let me pull out the cards first before we start analyzing. Again, I don't want to start analyzing, but there's something about your strength in specific with the King of Wands. This is the Emperor sitting in the throne of the King of Wands. There's something about you being ready and strong, but it will be fully revealed and you will realize just how strong you are once you tap out of that memorabilia energy, out of the past. The Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Do you have space? Yeah, you do have space. And you've got the Knight of Swords, right? So many things are gonna change for you this year, specifically about you. You can expect a lot of healing to happen. And with the Dove here, this peace is going to bring you peace of mind. You're going to experience peace, which is the first most important thing that I think, looking at your cards, that you need at the moment. That will bring you the most benefit, to just feel peace. Also, you reviving back your strength seems to be something that will bring magic back into your life with the Magician here. Knight of Wands is the knight that moves you towards your desires. While you think that your star is broken, your star is not broken. It's completely with you. Your hopes and your dreams are there. And finding back your strength will allow you with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords to move so quickly towards all of the things that you desire. Because, believe it or not, although you're sad from the past, your heart still holds so much desire for so many things that it wishes to do. So it's time that you find your way and transform that energy with the Death figure and the Knight of Swords. That you transmute that energy, to take all of that sadness and transmute it into great passion, moving towards your desires. You have learned a lot. There are some key things that you've learned from this whole experience that will be the very keys you're holding to open up many doors this year. I think it is also very important for you to find your strength again. You want to wake up and feel strong again. Perhaps this sadness has made you feel weaker and weaker by the day. And so overall, you will feel refreshed, refreshed, renewed. Your energy around you is going to be cleansed, helping you radiate a lot of power with that root chakra, a lot of groundedness, a lot of like, hey, I got this, I got my life, I feel okay, I feel fresh and revived. You can see here that this process, again, and it's right under the Six of Swords, the background, and this is the background again, the Seven of Pentacles. This shows that this is going to heal something even more important. You've got so many challenges, by the way, standing in your way, because that's life, that perhaps you're not able to face at the moment. And these are important for you to face. And so getting your power back will slowly but surely, with the Seven of Pentacles, allow you to face one challenge after the other, one challenge after the other. Slow in the beginning, that's what I was referring to, the Six of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, the background. Slowly in the beginning until it moves very quickly. So that's momentum here. You will be able to face all of your challenges this year, little by little, until like maybe most of the year on 1, 2, or 3, and then the momentum is created, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 the rest are down. So these are the great benefits that you will be experiencing this year as you move yourself out of that energy, and these are important. And we didn't even start yet talking about your dreams, but I do see you at least moving towards them with a clear direction and with great momentum and speed during that year. Again, moving slowly to move very quickly. And these, I'm sure, are all very important things to you because aside from dreams, these could be really irritating you and standing in your way. They are important enough for you to let the past be in the past. And as I'm telling you that, the sun is setting right in front of me now. So it's a symbol of letting the past set in the past and to start fresh and anew this year. Okay, so let's see how you are guided to easily, what little change in terms of moving slowly out of that pain can you do in order to get into that beautiful energy this year? What's the little change that will make you thrive when it comes to you moving slowly out of this pain? Because I'm sure it is easier said than done. So how can you move slowly out of this? You've got the Page of Wands. Take an initiative, first and foremost. Decide and take an initiative. Let's see how. the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, engage in something new that is exciting for you. You can see the sun figure here. Just like children enjoy new things, you are guided to begin something that you would fully enjoy. Is it an old hobby that you can get into? Is it some friends that you stopped connecting with, maybe reconnecting with? Something that makes your inner child happy. That's where you are guided to begin. To start taking actual steps with the Ace of Pentacles to begin to re-indulge in that. You've got the Four of Swords in the background of the Four of Wands. You've got the Tower card. You can see the Hierophant hat right there. It's like the new beginning has already happened. It's waiting for your mind to follow suit. The swords, the Four of Swords. And you've got the Page of Cups, and it's an interesting Page of Cups. It's got the Temperance figure, angel, and you can see moving the water from the broken cup, the broken vessel, to a new one. Finally, there we go, the Hierophant fully dressed and the King of Swords. Right, so what is your little change that you can make in this direction? We talked about taking the initiative in something fun. So that's the first thing I'm seeing here. That will definitely help to slowly move you out of that energy, because it is heavy energy. Another thing you're guided to do, which will make the biggest difference, is to give your mind peace with the Four of Swords. That is where the leveling up is, the background of the Four of Wands. This is where the real leveling up is. That could be something that assists you to tap and feel that energy, but the real work, and it doesn't require that much effort, is to give your mind a break, because your mind really needs it. Your mind needs that pause in order to be able to physically heal itself. And it won't be able to heal itself and coming in full health with the King of Swords unless you give it a break. And I'm not an expert here, by the way. I'm not giving you personal opinion. Always consult an expert, of course. I'm just reading what your cards are showing. So I'm getting, give your mind a break. How? Tower. Something about push out or refuse the ideas that lure you into that old pattern or habit of rethinking the past. There's something about the wisdom and your mental health. Again, not an expert at all. I'm not an expert. But there's something about pushing, like being conscious of pushing out, or let's call it disengaging with the pattern of going back to rethinking about the past. Like, oh, remember when this happened, or remember when that happened to me, or this or that. This must be stopped. And it must be consciously stopped and abruptly as well with the Tower card. It's like, nope, pushing out that thought from my mind, not engaging with it. Not engaging with it. Every time it appears, oh, hello, are you here? Good, nice to meet you, goodbye. Over and over and over. It appears, you notice them, say hello and goodbye. Hello, goodbye. This will give your mind the needed break it needs to first physically heal. Again, I'm not an expert, just reading cards. And will give you the needed mental clarity and health and strength that it needs to start anew. It will be at some point a dear memory from the past. If this is important to you, if this is a bad memory, it will be something in the past that you have moved on from. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of discipline here. You know, the Hierophant is one of the meanings is a card of commitment and discipline. So it needs a mental discipline here. And that's all for your good. Your mind really needs a break from this. You need to experience peace as well, which you won't be able to experience with the revival of these memorabilia. Perhaps if you do have memorabilia all around, this is guiding you to now, if you don't want to throw them out, this is really all up to you, but to move them out of the way, take them out, put them in boxes. It's time to move on. And it's definitely time to give your mind a break, because this is where the real healing lies, physically and mentally. And so in this way, with these two little changes of engaging in something that you like, and for the rest of the day to stay disciplined for a while, to stay disciplined from engaging with these memories. Can it happen sometimes where you find yourself getting thinking about it? Yeah, it does happen, but be mindful of spending most of your day, if not all of your day, in the present moment. And if you really want to become loyal to something, be loyal to yourself, because you too are important. And be loyal to the happiness that's waiting for you, that the universe is waiting to give you. It wants to honor you. So yeah, let the past be in the past, take the learnings and leave the rest. I think you've lived it enough times, and it's time for you to really move on. You've got a beautiful life waiting for you. Reach your hands and take it. And give yourself that mental break to revive your power and your strength and the healing, to be able to face the challenges that you want to remove from your life. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in your path ahead. I know you got this. This is the little change that will make the rest of your life change before your eyes. You'll be able to pursue, before you know, all of the dreams that are important to you, and you will be able to receive many things from the universe that is waiting to find you. And my dear pile number 3, if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!